Dear children, welcome to chemistry class. Let us start a new lesson today. The topic is hydrogen chloride. Let us see the molecular formula of hydrogen chloride. It is HCl. Molecular mass is 36.5 AMU and the bond present in HCl molecule is covalent. You know what is a covalent bond? Covalent bond is the chemical bond formed by sharing of electrons between atoms. So the bond in hydrogen chloride is covalent. Let us see the electron dot structure of HCl. As said already, the bond in HCl is covalent. Let us explain how the covalent bond is formed in HCl. Here you can see hydrogen, it has got one electron in its valence shell. Then what about chlorine? Chlorine has 7 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has 7 valence electrons. Now in order to complete octet, hydrogen needs 1 electron. Then only it can complete its duplet configuration. It has only one shell, therefore it can complete the duplet configuration. And to complete octet, chlorine needs one more electron. Already it has 7 electrons. It needs one more electron to complete its octet configuration. Then chlorine also becomes stable. To satisfy this condition, both the hydrogen atom and chlorine atom share the electrons. Mutual sharing of electrons takes place. These two electrons are shared between chlorine and hydrogen. These are the electrons shared. We call it as a shared pair of electron. When they share their electrons, mutual sharing of electrons, hydrogen gets 2 electrons, chlorine gets 8 electrons, and they satisfy the condition of stability. And here forms a covalent bond. That bond is shown here, H bond Cl. Okay. So this is the formation of a covalent bond in HCl, and the electron dot structure of HCl is this one. This second one. This is the electron dot structure of HCl. Okay. Hydrogen's 1 electron is shown here. Chlorine 7 electron, it is shown here. These 2 electrons are shared. Okay. And this is the electron dot structure of HCl. Okay. Let us study the laboratory preparation of HCl gas. In the laboratory, hydrogen chloride gas can be prepared by the action of sodium chloride on concentrated sulfuric acid. So we have the reactants, sodium chloride and concentrated sulfuric acid. We have to use concentrated sulfuric acid. The equation for the reaction is NaCl plus H2SO4 gives NaHSO4 plus HCl. Here one condition is the temperature should be below 200 degrees Celsius. We should maintain the temperature below 200 degrees Celsius. Then what happens when we increase the temperature? At higher temperature, that is above 200 degrees Celsius, the apparatus which is made of glass may crack. Secondly, the fuel is wasted. And finally, the sodium sulfate forms a hard crust which sticks to the glass and is difficult to remove. When the temperature is above 200 degrees Celsius, along with HCl, we are getting a product Na2SO4, that is sodium sulfate, that forms a hard crust which sticks to the glass and is difficult to remove. So these are the practical difficulties that we face when the temperature is increased above 200 degrees Celsius. Then, why do we use sodium chloride and concentrated sulfuric acid as the reactants? Sodium chloride is cheap and therefore it is preferred for preparation of HCl over other metal chlorides. Concentrated sulfuric acid is used because concentrated sulfuric acid is a non-volatile acid. Non-volatile means does not vaporize easily. Always remember, concentrated sulfuric acid is a non-volatile acid. Concentrated nitric acid is not used during the preparation of HCl because it is volatile. Concentrated nitric acid is volatile, means it easily vaporizes and may volatilize out along with hydrogen chloride. This is the reason why we use concentrated sulfuric acid for the preparation of HCl gas in the laboratory. Once again, concentrated nitric acid is not used during the preparation of HCl because it is volatile and may volatilize out along with hydrogen chloride. Or we can say concentrated sulfuric acid is a non-volatile acid. Okay. Here is the experimental setup for the laboratory preparation of hydrogen chloride. The procedure is you have to place some common salt in a flat bottom flask and pour concentrated sulfuric acid through the thistle funnel. On heating the mixture gently, HCl gas is evolved. Let us study the purification of HCl gas. The drying agent used for HCl. What's a drying agent? A drying agent is a chemical substance which removes water from other substance. Here, hydrogen chloride gas is dried by passing through concentrated sulfuric acid. So, the drying agent used for drying HCl gas is concentrated sulfuric acid. The other drying agents like phosphorus pentoxide and quicklime is calcium oxide, cannot be used to dry HCl gas because they react with hydrogen chloride. Since phosphorus pentoxide and quicklime react with hydrogen chloride, these two drying agents cannot be used to dry HCl gas. So, we use concentrated sulfuric acid to dry HCl gas. We have seen that hydrogen chloride gas is prepared in the laboratory by the action of concentrated sulfuric acid on sodium chloride. The gas is collected by upward displacement of air. HCl gas is collected by the upward displacement of air or downward delivery. Upward displacement of air is the displacement of air in the upward direction as the gases are collected by downward delivery. The gas produced in a chemical reaction is passed through a delivery tube into the gas jar where it sinks and pushes the air out of the top. This is called upward displacement of air. Now, what are the reasons? It is heavier than air. We collect HCl gas by the upward displacement of air because HCl is heavier than air. Then secondly, it cannot be collected over by water because it is highly soluble in water. HCl is heavier than air. It is highly soluble in water. These are the two reasons by which we collect HCl gas by the upward displacement of air or downward delivery. How can we identify HCl gas? When HCl gas is exposed to air, it gives white fumes due to the formation of hydrochloric acid on reacting with atmospheric water vapor. This is one of the identification. When HCl is exposed to, when the gas is exposed to air, it gives white fumes because it forms hydrochloric acid on reacting with atmospheric water vapor. Second identification is it gives dense white fumes with ammonia gas. HCl plus NH3 gives NH4Cl. The dense white fumes is nothing but ammonium chloride, fumes of ammonium chloride. Here you can see HCl gas combines with ammonia gas and forms NH4Cl, and NH4Cl, ammonium chloride, is a solid substance. This is a reaction where two gases combine together to form a solid substance. Remember, this is a reaction in which two gases combine to form a solid substance. HCl, hydrogen chloride, is an acidic gas. NH3, ammonia, is a basic gas. Okay, these are the identification for HCl. Firstly, it gives white fumes when it is exposed to air because it forms hydrochloric acid on reacting with atmospheric water vapor. Secondly, when you bring a glass rod dipped in HCl and shown to the mouth of ammonia gas, you will get there, you will observe a dense white fumes of ammonium chloride. Okay. Here is the assignment for you. Do the assignment and send to me. Winding up for the day. Thank you.